Hello YouTube, Sarge here. Today we're going to be talking about uniforms. Alright, so this is an issue that I have seen so many times. And as a supervisor, it drives me nuts. And that is having a guard come to work out of uniform. It could be their shoes, it could be a jacket, it could be a shirt, it could be no hat. I mean, all kinds of things. Let me explain why it's important to be in uniform, okay? From a supervisor standard, being in uniform makes you easily identified as part of the company, okay? If you are coming in and you're supposed to have a black shirt and you come in, you got a white shirt, usually white shirt symbolizes supervisor. So the company or the client is going to assume that because you have a white shirt on, you are a supervisor. Or let's say you come in and let's just throw it out there, way out there. Let's say that your ball team is playing and you want to show support, so you come wearing a jersey and you're supposed to be wearing a security shirt. All right. You got the security pants on, but no security shirt. Who do you look like from, the outsider's point of view? You look like a trespasser. So they're going to, if you're out there trying to trespass somebody, or you're trying to write tickets, or you're trying to do whatever it is that you need to do, you're going to end up, the person going to look at you and go, who the heck are you to write me a ticket when you shouldn't be here either? And then when you tell them, oh, I'm a security guard, they're going to be like, really? I mean, yeah, you lose your integrity. You lose your sense of authority when you don't look the part. That's the whole point of a uniform, is to identify yourself as somebody of authority. And when you don't have the proper uniform on, you lose that element. And you end up with just a hard time, a hard day. Jackets. Now, let's say you have your uniform on, but you got a hoodie over it. That's not, company issue. Then what the hell's the point of having a shirt on? Security shirt. Can't see it. Don't know it's there. If you go outside in that hoodie, it's the same thing as having the jersey on. So, just know that there's certain things that you got to do to keep the integrity of your job. Shoes. Okay. The client may require you to have certain shoes, like steel toe, or, in some cases, penny loafers. Now, there's a reason, and that is that company has a standard that they need to follow. Safety standards, if you're like working in a warehouse, may say that everybody in there needs to have steel toe, which includes any contractor. So, unfortunately, you will have to have steel toe in that case. If you come in wearing sneakers that don't have steel toe, you shouldn't be wearing sneakers anyway. I'm guilty of that, but I have a medical issue, and I've already talked it out with my supervisor. So, but no, if you're required to have a piece of uniform, you need to have it, because if an audit comes around or OSHA comes around, they see you're not complying to their rules, it could be a fine for the client and your parent company. So, you need to be sure to follow all uniform standards. Other things is, it just looks unprofessional. Let's face it. You come in, your shirt pulled out, your hat pulled backwards, it looks sloppy. And it irritates the pure heck out of me when I have an employee who thinks he's Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Comes out, shirt all pulled out, hat turned backwards, high top tennis shoes. It's not a good look. And it just makes you look goofy as heck, I'll be honest. Especially if you're in a corporate setting where, you know, you got businessmen coming in wearing three-piece suits, and here you are looking like you just came off a basketball court. I mean, it just doesn't look good. Another thing about the uniform is if you damage your uniform, like let's say you are out doing your patrol and your pants get snagged on something and it rips, those pants are now out of uniform. A lot of security companies will call that out of uniform, and because it looks unprofessional. So what do you do in that situation? You turn those pants in and get another pair of pants. And if you're required to buy your own pants, buy another set of pants. And either, you know, I don't know if you have to mail them in or if you can throw them away and just buy another pair. I mean, whatever it takes. Me personally, I have to turn them in. So, but anyway, yeah, just be mindful of how you're presenting yourself. Before you leave the house, look at yourself in the mirror and ask if you would hire that person. You know what I mean? If you were going to the hospital and security came to stop you, who would you take more serious? The guy that's dressed like GQ and, you know, he's got his shirt tucked, shoes polished, you know, he's clean cut, nice haircut, he got the hat fitting right, or the guy that's looking like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air going, yo man, you get me here. Yeah, seriously. I mean, that's every time I see one of these guys, I see Will Smith in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I just laugh. I'm like, you can't be serious. Yeah, that's my take on that. So just remember, stay professional. And some companies will either send you home or they will do a disciplinary on you if you come in that way. And some will even fire you. So just be mindful of it. Just come in uniform, you know, preferably with your pants pressed, you know, wrinkle free and all that. Because some companies will even say if your pants are wrinkled, you're out of uniform. I know Allied has a strict uniform policy, so, you know, if you're working for Allied, you already know that you come in with pants that are all wrinkled or your shirt's all wrinkled or whatever, you're liable to get sent home. And I know a lot of my co-workers, they used to, when I worked for a stickler company like that, they used to come in with wrinkled shirts and stuff just to get sent home. You know, because they didn't want to work that day. So it's not a good tactic, because every time you do it, you get points against you. And then if you don't come right back, you end up with an absence. And that's not good either. So just be mindful of your uniform. I mean, little things can equal big consequences. So just remember that. All right, Sarge out. Have a good one.